Hello and welcome, Barmy Badger Army. Hope you're all well, guys. Now, traditionally, we do streams, vlogs, we create our own films, and we do the shorts, which I'm sure you've seen plenty of. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support on all the dad jokes, the Harry Potter spells, and all the different things like Essex FBI and, of course, Ballamorran. Now, let's cut to the chase. Now, obviously, what I was saying is we don't usually do wrestling vlogs, but this event resonated with me insanely. Saturday night's main event, Goldbergs Retirement, and of course, that was a loaded show anyway, but we're going to focus on Goldberg's Retirement. Now, this man I've been following since the late 90s, and he was definitely one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. He is a very, very influential man in the form of wrestling. I would say that Goldberg is wrestling. Everyone talks about Hogan and Andre the Giant. Goldberg, to me, is one of the top guys with Austin and very much that generation. This Saturday night's main event was chock full of nostalgia. There were so many old school faces from WCW, WWF/WWE, and of course there was football players. There was so many people from Goldberg's past. It was a fantastic event in that kind of way, and the old school WCW feel was there. You felt like it was an old school event, and that's what Saturday night's main event is perfect for. Now, I don't even know if Goldberg really realises this, but obviously it would have been great for it to be on a fully polished pay-per-view or PLE or whatever they call them now. But the old school feel of it was perfect. And unless they did a Legends pay-per-view with lots of different legends, which would have been the great way of doing it, this was perfect because it was a couple of hours with a few different modern matches, and you had Goldberg versus Gunther. Now, Gunther is a heel that everyone loves to hate and hates to love. He is the ring general, as they say. He is a great wrestler. And Goldberg traditionally only had short matches, but I think his top longest matches were, I think it was Triple H versus Kane versus Goldberg, the one where he fights Gunther, recently, the retirement match, and of course his William Regal match. I think they were his three longest matches. I mean, if you include the Elimination Chamber and other things like that, then that's different. But here we are where we are. We had 15 minutes of catch as cat can brawling. And Goldberg has recently said in an interview that that laugh spot where he gets slapped by Gunther was not scripted. I think it made the event. I think it should be on a tops card and everything like that, because that moment was fantastic. And the overall feel of it, all the audience were invested. Every single one. I didn't hear a boo in the house. So, unless I'm wrong, if you didn't appreciate it, let me know. But I really loved it. I thought it was a really good send-off to Goldberg. They sent him off fantastically. He was able to get all these good moves in. He was able to get all the intensity in. Gunther was well matched. Gunther certainly looked good by the end of it. And it was a great one. It was almost like they were setting up Gunther to be the new legend killer. And that would be a great direction for his world championship reign. So I hope they do something like that. But yeah, I even loved the spots where Goldberg was in trouble because it made you invested in the match. Yes, it would have been fantastic to have a jackhammer spear, few punches, the win. But it also, this showed that Goldberg could still hang at the age of 58, nearly 60, and he had a 15-minute match. That is fantastic. I wish that at the age of 58, I could manage things like that, because I know I don't even think I can manage it now. So the fact that Goldberg managed to do it with treatment on his knee and with treatment on stem cells and things like that and vigorous training, they were able to come back for one last ride, and I think that's fantastic. So, that being said, I really enjoyed the match. It resonated with me. It resonated with an old school WCW fan, and I really enjoyed it. The fact that Gunther was able to put on a clinic and, convincingly defeat Goldberg was great storytelling. The only thing I would say is that there was not enough build up to the match. I would have loved to have seen a couple of months where we had Goldberg interacting with Gunther and a lot of different things like that. Because, not being funny, how many times have we seen Cena have a meeting with Cody Rhodes? Was this like the 10th time now in under a year? Come on, guys. No one wants to see Gunther or Cena or, Cody Rhodes just sitting having a chat. We want fights. We want fights and we want intensity. This is where they're going wrong. This whole Cody meets up with Cena again. I mean, that must be the 10th time, right? Stop it. We want intensity. But that being said, Gunther and Goldberg should have had at least a couple of interviews, a few fights, and some different things going on where it would have built up the storyline a bit more. Maybe bring Gage in a bit more to, do that. Maybe have some interactions with Goldberg's wife. They could have done a lot more with it over the coming months. So apparently Goldberg's known about this since last November, that they only had a few weeks to prepare. Me personally, I think they could have made an even bigger deal out of it, even if it was a couple of minutes here and there to promote it and further the storyline. That would be my only complaint. And of course, the fact that they cut off one of the biggest stars in WCW history's retirement speech. Now, obviously, you can view this online. Thank you very much, everyone that was at the event and was able to film it and probably guessed that WWE would cut it short. But please do watch the retirement speech. I'll probably put a link in the description of somebody else's footage. I unfortunately was not able to be there. Now, I personally think watching the full retirement speech, it was fantastic. He covered all the bases that he wanted to. But the thing is, it would have been better if he had a script and planned out. They just went, go and film and go for it. But the fact that he only had 30 seconds or something on air was terrible. The actual speech is about 8 minutes long. So if you want to see the full speech, do check it out. I really loved his speech. It was a very accepting speech. It was a very empowering speech. And it was a very interesting one regarding the history. Now, apparently Goldberg had over 90 people there that were in attendance to see his retirement match. And if I had 90 people watching me on my retirement, I think that'd be fantastic. So Goldberg's a great guy in my opinion. I really enjoyed the match, really enjoyed his retirement. But I do feel if he went to AEW, they would be able to do more like they did with Sting. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. And would you like to see Goldberg go to AEW for a short run and maybe a better retirement? Let me know in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. I'm not worried. If you want to slag off Goldberg in the comments, that's fine. Let's discuss and let me know your thoughts on his WCW run and the WWE run. It was certainly better than Sting's treatment, so I think Goldberg has done a fantastic job. Let me know in the comments. I think it was a 5-star match. Gunther and Goldberg put on a clinic on how to create a great match in a short space of time. So I will see you all later, and let me know if you enjoyed this content and want to see some more wrestling content on the channel. See you next time, everyone, and don't forget to check out Ballamoran, Essex FBI Investigates, and of course the Spook Trap, and of course all these different films that are on the film. Please do on the channel, so please do check them out, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you all later. Bye.